A lot of us are facing turmoil in life right now. And I got a comment from somebody and they told me, hey man, you sound defeated. And, you know, I'm not defeated. It's just that when you survived getting kicked out and doxxed and having a YouTube channel you worked hard on for a year, nobody knew about your channel. Not near your family members or not anybody else. It's just something you just decided to build and create one day. You didn't tell nobody. And you actually built something from nothing and had a dedicated fan base or followers or whoever you want to call it, and people that supported you, that liked you, and you get that snatched from you. Not only that, people expose your quote unquote your identity online. They find your mom's Facebook and find her husband's. They do all this. They send them your channels. You get your quote unquote, you get your privacy violated. Then you got family members who watch your channel and their friends and whoever they're showing to laugh and mock you or talk about you. Then you get kicked out the place you were into a worse place. And now you're getting kicked out of that place. And now you're facing real, true homelessness, which pretty much means being on the streets, with nothing, no support, you know. And even if you do find a regular 9 to 5, um, it's not enough to really change your life the way that you wanted it to be changed. You know, it's enough maybe to get out and get your own little flat somewhere, or maybe rent somebody's room somewhere. But we all want life changing money, right? And when you see these people who do OnlyFans or OnlyFries and they make millions of dollars, it's like, wow, that's crazy. But what I'm saying is that when you go through a lot of stuff in life, this is what I've been through in the last few years. I lost my auntie about a couple of months ago or a month ago. I lost my other auntie last year, right when I started my channel. Before that, I lost my grandmother, my uncle, and a few other people, And before that, I was neat and I was going through things psychologically or whatever. And there's no sympathy or empathy or compassion towards me. These random people online who targeted me and did all this weird shit, Then you got people in real life who hate you. And it's just like, I deserve to make it in what I want to make it in. You know what I mean? But it's all about connections. I was watching Savvy Guy's video saying you can be talented at something, but if you don't have the right connections, it's gone. But even besides that, I'm still going to keep on building. I started another channel, whatever. And it's crazy because I think it already got like 70 subscribers, and it's like totally unrelated to any of this type of stuff. It's just, kind of more venting, you know what I mean? But unrelated. I won't link it. And trolls, don't even try to find it because it's not even, you won't find it, trust me. Plus I got a voice modulator on there as well, so you don't even know it's me. But I just need a space where I can just be private. Can you imagine knowing somebody that hates you and doesn't like you, but they're listening and watching all your videos, And it's like imagine that. Imagine your family finding out your channel and all that. And people online send it to them and they get you kicked out of your house or kicked out of a place that you had a little bit of stability, if anything. And you could have been able to get a job quicker there, you know. And now you make videos from the void. I make this from pain. Every video I make is not from these people that are, hey, hi guys, welcome to subscribe to my channel. You're dealing with somebody that's really going through it for real. Your privacy has been violated. Your channel's been gone. This channel is growing slowly. Nobody wants to cash app you or send you stuff. I mean, I'm not. No, that's not true. Actually, some people have sent me stuff. You know what I mean? Cash app me here, and that's how I'm able to, get some food recently. It's because people have been, So I shout out to those people. But you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like how it was like a year ago when people used to show me love all the time. You know what I mean? Like, people used to send me bread all the time. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, it felt good to make these videos. People like, hey, bro, your videos helped me out. Here's $20. Here's this, that. And it's just when you're in a certain position, man. Like, when I listen to videos like Lord from Africa, when I listen to Tawana, when I listen to Sent My Own Way, when I listen to DBDR, Rehab Room, these are people that help my mind, Lonely Black Pillar, these are people that I listen to their videos that help me. So if I had the money, I'll have no problem sending them money, you know what I mean? Because their videos actually help me. And I'm just making this video just saying that we're all going to go through a lot of shit in this life. And then having a certain skin color configuration. where people just hate you as soon as they see you. People want to attack you as soon as they catch a glance at you. And what sucks is when you actually have a talent to make it, but don't have any other way to truly showcase it. I can rap on YouTube and put it on, put beats on here, which is cool because some people actually, hey bro, can I use this melody? I'll send you like, some bread, and it's cool. Those people I respect, but it's like, we have to all have some type of side hustle and consolidate our talents into one region and try to upload that. But this life is upheaval. Now, we already know what we're dealing with, what some of us do. This world feeds off of our pain and suffering. It feeds off of our misery. It feeds off of our agony. It feeds off of our brain to make us go into insanity. This world will train you how to be in a certain position. But even now, bro, I refuse to give up, even though I'm going place to place to place. Because I know, like, when I sit down and I write, I'm like, damn, I actually got some talent. You know what I mean? And it's not like that, but it's like, when I put together certain lyrics or when I write these little stories here and there, I'm like, damn, it'd be cool if I could actually make money from this. If I can make a good, like, grand a month off of just selling books, selling stories, selling this, selling that, or whatever, That's another thing. Let me be careful what I say because, like I told you in that last video, you don't want to tell people, because I got a lot of haters and people who hate me that watch this. I'm talking about people online, live in Croatia, people that live in different states. I got a lot of hate towards me. I've done nothing wrong to these people. But I understand when you have certain people have a certain type of soul, you know. That's all I'll say. But it would be cool to make money doing what you really love, right? But that's only a few people get to live that dream, People say I used to mention, I think it was Javal the Doomer. I think he said in one comment, he was like, bro, if I had a what do you say? If I had a quarter every time you mention Nick Mayer, I'd be rich or something like that. Like, yeah, I mentioned Nick Mayer because I see the talent in him, because I believe that one time I was talented like that too. I just didn't have no Taz Taylor come and, put me in the limelight. If I did, I wouldn't be in this position. But this world, if you let it, will drive you crazy. And then it's always the economics, man. The money. The money is something that, you know, what we all need, right? But then where's the time for the spiritual growth and development in this world? Everybody talks about going to heaven and going to hell and this, that, and the third. But if you're always constantly wage slaving, when can you find spiritual growth and development? It's like something doesn't want us to gain. It's like something doesn't want us to look inward, or something doesn't want us to have peaceful, tranquil lives. But we got to fight through this regardless. And then you got people, I don't know why people are just so evil. Like certain people is just, but it won't stop me, man. I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. I try to make these videos when I can, because I only make videos when I'm in the mood to. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to, and even then I try to push through because, people say these videos help them. So I want you guys to know, man, that I'm going through it. I've been going through it though. So this is another Tuesday for me. But still, when will we ever win? When will all of us who've been going through it for years ever get our chance to actually really win? And at my age, it's like, all I can do is keep doing what my talents do, get financially stable, get my own little spot or whatever, and tell the youngsters, man, never to end up in a position where somebody can kick you out at will. You know what I mean? Never, as a grown man, get in a position where people can just kick you out whenever they feel like it. You don't want to be in positions like that. And you don't want to be in positions where you're economically destabilized. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Had I believed in myself when I was younger, I guarantee I would have got more farther. Like, truly believed in it. I'm talking about like what I wanted to do. Because there was times when you're young and you may not have no good girl in your life, or you may have a bad girl in your life or whatever. If you don't have that nice good girl in your life, man, because having a good girl in your life can actually really motivate you. But when you're younger and you don't have those experiences you're supposed to experience when you're young, it can fuck with your confidence and make you get depressed and make your mind collide with itself. And then you find yourself in years of isolation. Rehab Room just talked about that. Thinking that He Didn't Succeed video he made, he talked about that. Because me and He Didn't Succeed, I think he's like a year older than me or something like that. We're around the same age. And you see how he crashed out. Was it legitimate? I mean, he'd been through a lot of shit in his life, right? But even then, his own fans or people that watched him turned against him and shitted on him and all that. It's just like people are such bastards, you know? Like, why would you do that to a man that's already down and defeated? You know? I don't get it, how people can be so heartless. But I know for one thing, what's in store for what the government has in store for the masses and the populace, for all of us, pretty much. You know, when they're shutting down the government, shutting down all these systems and things of that nature, they're really sticking to the common people or the people that don't have economic stabilization. I hope you guys are able to find success whenever you guys want to find success in, whether it's music creation, whether it's I say music because I love music personally, so I'm sorry if I say music too much. Let me just pick a different topic. What about painting? If you want to be a painter, whatever the hell, that's people think that doesn't make any money. What the hell you want to do that for? Blah blah blah. And then you see that one person that actually makes it. You know what I mean? They use their digital art and they actually able to make $1,500, $2,000 a month, able to kind of get their little business started. I think all of us need to find our talents to start and get a limited liability corporation, an LLC. You know what I mean? And even if we don't even have one cell, just to have that. This is why I think financial literacy is important. You know, that should be something they should be teaching all students in schools about financial literacy, how to get money, how to retain money, how to make the money grow for you in different type of business aspects and ventures. Because when you become older in life, if you're not financially stable, you will suffer. Point blank, period. And it's like this life is designed for you to suffer, like no other, you know? And to all my enemies and all the spies and shadow snipers and assassins, I hope that I know I don't believe in karma because I've seen too many evil people still succeed anyway. But I just hope you people get what's coming to you. I really do, you know? But knowing how evil this world is and how the sick, twisted, evil devil that runs this world, you know, it's probably not going to happen. But all I can do is focus on myself, on me. Not focus on anybody else. Not give a fuck about what anybody else is doing. I don't care whether this person has a job or if they don't have a job. I don't give a fuck. All I care about is myself, and how I can get myself out of this hole that I'm in right now. You know what I mean? Um, and that's it, right? I basically have no family, you know, so all alone, you know, like no one I can really talk to. No one I can really be like, hey man, woo, woo, woo. No one can really, put me in a position where I can really win. So I tell you, youngsters, man, when you're young, focus on your schooling. That's like somebody. I'm sorry. I sound like one of those guys in prison. But hell, I am in prison basically. But because when you're in a certain financial position, you're pretty much in prison, right? So I tell you, youngsters, man, make sure you go after your dreams when you're young, and believe in yourself, man. Remember that. I think I'll name the video that. Believe in yourself. Peace.